I hit myself in the fucking face with a stick. No big deal. So here's the deal. I'm dying. You know, it's like that. It's like that, you know. It's like this. I'm dying. I don't know when. None of us do, really. I mean, unless it's like in 5 minutes, maybe. But the point is, I want to do something before I die. I want to do more than one thing. I want to do a bunch of things. I just want to do a bunch of stuff before I die, that's all. Isn't that what we all want to do? Well, I've got a pretty long list. At the current moment, my head is thinking, what about this truck? Man, what about it? I mean, what happened? I mean, I don't know what happened. Well, I know. I mean, it's there. The story's there, you know. But why? Here's the problem. It's more of a situation than a problem. You know, a problem is like it has an answer and you can fix it. But a situation, well, it's complicated. And this is complicated because my gas motor exploded. Went off like a bomb. Shrapnel everywhere. All I've got left is a pile of scrap metal. We know that. We know this story, right? Okay, so my motor exploded, and what did I do? I couldn't fix it. I didn't have the resources. So I did the only thing anybody would do. I worked with what I had. I didn't just park it in the backyard and let trees grow around it. I got it going again. I made it move. I took a bunch of shit that I had and I slapped it in there and I made it work. But it never really worked. That's the problem. That's the situation. Because the transmission went out. Went in, it went out, it went in, it went out, it went in, it went out. And I did that for a while, and I couldn't sort it out, right? But it was the same key thing every time in that transmission. It would lose reverse. Drive it for a day, beat the shit out of it, lose reverse. Drive it for a minute, lose reverse. It would lose other gears too, but reverse always went. Then I deemed that transmission trash, garbage. There must be something wrong with that transmission that I can't figure out. Maybe the case is warped. So that transmission's out of the question. I actually gave it to Joe, but I don't know if Joe's even looked at it yet. Anyway, started over with another Turbo 400 case. Brand new, fresh out of the box. Actually, it was from a junkyard, and I stuffed some new clutches and steels in it. Anyway, it works. And it actually works good. Until it doesn't work. And then I turn around and then come back and it works again, or hang out for a minute and it works again. So it's a new transmission with a new problem, and I haven't figured it out. And I was dead set the other day on, okay, just take this transmission out, throw it away, scrap the whole Turbo 400 idea. This is a failed idea, failed mission. Let's just deem it not successful and throw it away and come up with something else. Anyway, and of course I have to work with whatever I have. So I went out back and I crawled under my school bus, not my school bus, my prison bus. And my prison bus has got a AT545 in it. And I thought, this'll work. I think I could bolt it up to my Cummins. I don't know about what the torque converter will work or not, but I think it will. I think that'll work. And I know other people use them, so then I was thinking, well, man, I better ask somebody. But I hate asking people anything, because then you ask somebody something and then all of a sudden you owe them something. And I don't ever want to owe anybody anything, and then I also don't ever want to ask anybody for anything. This is just a problem I live with. And sometimes I do ask people for something, and they're always very nice, and people are always very helpful, and I always appreciate when people help me or give me advice. But, you know, sometimes I feel better just picking up heavy things and doing the work and maybe learning something along the way, rather than to just ask somebody and try and do things the easier way. The point of this is, then I asked the internet. I said, internet, what happens with this AT545? And the consensus on the internet is, don't use the fucking 545. Not good for a mud truck. So now I'm back to my Turbo 400 and I don't know what to do. Right. Well, I'm not buying nothing, and my other option doesn't seem like a very good option, so now I'm still back to my Turbo 400, which I'm happy with when it works. but sometimes it doesn't work, and I don't know what the fuck it is. I put it, okay, it's got oil in it, so that's good. Pretty sure it's always drinking the oil. I mean, it does kind of seem like it's not drinking oil at that time. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe something's wrong with the pickup tube. Maybe there's no filter in it. It can't be clogged. Maybe a rabbit died in there. I don't know. I changed the cooler and I put a bigger fan on the cooler, and that didn't seem to help anything. I don't know. It's really weird. So here's what my new plan is. My new plan is to take the 66s off, fix the broken front end, because I've got probably a broken axle, maybe a broken center chunk, maybe a broken planetary, I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna pull the front end apart, fix the front axle, get a front drive shaft back in it. Then I'm gonna put the tractor tires on it. Then I'm gonna try and drive it and just see what the fuck happens. If the same thing happens, I'm gonna try and sort out what the fuck is wrong with this transmission. Maybe the pump is going and it didn't fully go. I don't even know if that makes sense. And maybe I'm doing all kinds of internal damage to this trans. I haven't dropped the oil out of it. Maybe it's full of metal. I have no idea. I don't really know anything. The only thing I know for sure is that I just can't stop. Here I am with a whole new plan for destruction. Okay, the end goal. Well, let's not talk about the end. The goal. The immediate goal is to try and figure out if this transmission is worth a fuck. See if it's reusable. See if this truck performs okay. I'd like it to perform great. We'll see if it performs okay. And by the way, I'm happy with my Cummins motor in there. It starts right up, it purrs like a kitten, it blows black smoke, it whistles a little bit, and, you know, it moves the truck. What are you gonna do? And I'm sure it's gonna move the truck a lot better when I put the little tires on it. So, getting these tires out of the way, fixing the four-wheel drive, fucking around with this transmission, trying to see if I can get it to take a beating and actually keep working. If not, maybe I'm gonna throw that 545 in it. I have no idea. I really hate to scrap my bus. Most people probably would have set this down before they looked around. So far, everything looks okay. To look. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh yeah, it's coming. Look at this. Look at here. See that? That there's my kingpin, and it's coming down out of the knuckle. You ready? I'll pull the trigger, you watch. Whoa, and there goes that. Whoa, a little dirt in there, but that's all right. Could have been half my problem. Look at my block there. That's a little bit scary. That's what's holding the axle and the whole truck up as I'm working under here. I mean, I got a stack of blocks over there, but it's kind of on the wrong side, but there's no room on this side to put the stack. So, I mean, that's what I'm working with here. It's kind of precariously perched. Probably be okay. You might want to sit there and just hang out and enjoy the show while the truck falls on me and everything will be okay. Alright, let's put that in the box labeled Kingpin Puller. We might need that later. Oh, looks like my Kingpin bearing. A little bit screwed up there. Top Kingpin. Nothing to see there. She's in good shape. Alright. Let's pull the knuckle off. File that out of the way for later usage. And let's sort out what's going on here. ¿Qué tienes problema, fucking axle? Huh? What's wrong? What's the matter with this thing? Nothing. Nothing the matter with it. Did I get the wrong side? This is a good axle. Okay. Remember we had that slop in there. That must have been the bearing right here. So we got a fucked up bearing there because this axle's got this goofy... What are you even looking at? I mean, honestly, what the fuck are you looking at over there? I'm over here talking to you and you're not even fucking looking at me. This axle's got this goofy double small U-joint fucking CV joint deal here, which lets it steer far, which is very nice, until it fucking breaks. And I thought it was broke, but this bitch ain't broke. Sure don't look broke. I can't find nothing wrong with it. It fucking works. Okay, that's kind of a disappointment. I was hoping to find something broken. So I gotta replace that bearing there. And this side's fixed. Was that causing all that rumbling? Maybe. Possibly, I don't know. Well, I really haven't been able to figure out whether or not the other side's broke or not, so I'm just gonna take it apart and check it out. I'm always half tempted to just put it back together, but I know something was really wrong in the front end. That was grease. She's in timeout. Pretty good.